Hey, this is Ian from Dream Frequency. Catch me with my main man GLOWKiD on Generation X Radio, talking all things rave.
On Kniteforce Radio on 1st December.
Live and direct in the house, we bring you number one, the Dream Frequency!
Hi, this is Ian from Dream Frequency, the original ravers, and you're rocking to GLOWKiD Generation X Radio Show on Kniteforce Radio. Keep it locked.
Kniteforceradio.com.
Generation X. Generation X.
Generation Up. This is Generation X.
Boys and girls, the new generation. Call it generation of love. Boys and girls, the new generation. Call it generation of love.
Tell you, give a fuck about me and my generation.
Hello and big welcome on a brand new Generation X show, the last one of this crazy year. You are locked on Kniteforce Radio, the proper hardcore station, presented and hosted by
G to the LOWKID, GLOWKiD is in the place to be.
And of course, broadcasting
From Athens with GLOWLab.
Tonight's show is totally dedicated to the legendary Dream Frequency and its main man Ian Blunt, celebrating 30 years of passion, high energy, smiles, big rave tracks for the original ravers. So let's see now, crew. Are you ready for it?
You make me feel so real.
For those who still feel so real.
Can't you see? You make me feel so real. I'll be holding on. Somebody say it. Somebody say it. Somebody say it. Somebody say it.
Konnichiwa, good afternoon, good night, buon apremiti, buenas tardes, 𝐭𝐥𝐨𝐬𝐢𝐴𝐺, dobry wiecie! And kalispera to my Greek crew! dedicated to the Dream Frequency. well as my good family, I got the honor of hosting an exclusive interview with Ian Blunt. I was taken some days ago talking about all things rave, his long journey till this brilliant new album.
And when I need a friend, you are with me to the end of my darkest nights. You are there to hold me tight to my addiction. You make me feel this way, my ray of sunshine.
And of course, you'll get the chance to listen to his exclusive mix, including tracks from his brand new album called 𝘱𝘳𝘬𝘢.
Happy or sad, we had good times. Forget all your worries, be joyful, be glad for those good times. Lose all your troubles, be happy, be free, be glad. Good times. Lift up your hands to the highest peak. Good
Show playing out some of his oldest stuff, Dream Frequency. The Dream was a B-side on Good Times 1994.
The Dream. The Dream. The Dream. The Dream.
Massive shout out to each and everyone listening at the moment. All my Chatham crew. Hands in the air. '92 is the year. Many of you out there who love this tune. Turn it up loud and proud for the year '92. For the Dream Frequency history. Shout out to silent crew out there. Don't be shy, join in. The next one to the show, 1st December. Whistles, glow sticks and smiles all around for the legend Dream Frequency. Hosting an exclusive interview with Ian Blunt among his guest mix. And pretty honored also having some words put from Debbie Sharp. Shouts out to Ian, shouts out to Charlotte, shouts out to Debbie Sharp, each and everyone involved on the Dream Frequency legacy and team.
No holding back. No holding back. No holding back. Face in your
Hartill EP 1991 B-side Euphoria Force Mix. FrequencyUK.com, Facebook.com/DreamFrequencyUK, and you can try even BlandyStudio.com, engineering tracks, mastering services and production tutorials by the man like Ian Blunt. Obviously a versatile music personality. Worth to mention also, guys, that he has released also tunes from under the name Dancing Divas, Beat Renegades, Quake, the Diva Rhythms, North Stars, Blondie, and so many more. TV commercials, film scores. 4 of his tracks were featured in the classic cult film Human Traffic. So this is the last tune from me playing at the moment. Back in the good old days of 90s, Rock You by Dream Frequency, of course. As already said, the main subject of tonight's show is Ian Blunt exclusive interview and guest mix. So after it, you'll get the chance to listen to it. And closing with some good words from Debbie Sharp, the legendary queen and singer of Dream Frequency.
latest Glow News, Generation X radio show, Prodigy Fanboy, and Strictly New School blog. www.glowkidmusic.blogspot.com. All the W's, glowkidmusic.blogspot.com. All the W's, glowkidmusic.blogspot.com.
This is the Strictly New School blog with exclusive interviews, track reviews, free tunes and exclusive tunes to give away, mixes and information on events. www.strictlynewschool.blogspot.com is where it's at. You know it makes sense.
So I have the honor having on the phone the man who takes it to the top with his high energy personality by all means. He's been affiliated through various music projects, and this year he's celebrating his 30th anniversary, a dream anniversary. Is it a dream? Well, a big warm welcome to Ian Blunt, the superb Dream Frequency. Hello Ian, how things?
How you doing, man? You alright? You alright?
All fine down here. How's things during this second lockdown, huh?
Yeah, I mean, the world's crazy at the moment. We were just having a chat before the interview, weren't we? And just saying, all you can focus on really is just be positive, control, bring it back to the one, bring it back to, what you can control and the music and just positivity. That's all you can do.
So let's kick off our trip. Shall we take it from back then or your current plans?
All right, yeah, let's take it back then.
Let's take it back. So I'll share your motto taken from your campaign words. You have said that Dream Frequency is your DNA. It's a project that turns 30 this year, and it's time now to share your fond memories of this long journey, from the Jet Fighters, few months later, hitting the stage of Top of the Pops. How all started and how much determined was the young Ian back then?
I'm quite an obsessive personality, as in, if I like something, I'm quite, I get engrossed, I quite zone in and things. Sometimes it's annoying to anybody who knows me because they're like, Ian, hello, and I'm like, it's like Homer Simpson, but so I was very focused on the music. So obviously, as you know, I was working at British Aerospace, so I was working on the jet fighters, tornadoes, electrician. It's really good job, it was like the test pilots, seeing them off, taking the, bit of all marshalling and all, but then the music came out and I just thought, it just got me, the house music, and it started as a hobby like most people in this industry. It started as something for fun and then became a career. I tend to think the making music's always still the fun bit. I think the actual, I never, put it this way, I never set off to go, I want to be famous, I want to, I want the money, and it was just always about making good music. And if anybody came up and went, you made a brilliant tune, you made the sound to my generation, I would just be like, thankful, that's me, thanks. So I was very focused, and I just heard this guy called Nick Halkes on the radio. So if people who don't know, Nick Halkes signed the Prodigy, he signed Dream Frequency, signed Liquid.
He's the manager of Liam Howlett.
Correct, yeah. And I still know Nick very well as a good friend, and we still work together. So I helped produce some of his disco kind of stuff on the Nick Reach Up. So I've been doing some of that recently, and I sent him some demos. They were probably shit, but
Ian, Nick was also kind of, he helped you out with picking the name Dream Frequency. How the name came from?
It was so simple. Because I like the word dream. I really like the word dream. So we were on the phone, no internet. We're on the wired phone, no mobile phone, the wired phone. And so I was going, I want to keep the name Dream. So we literally got, DJ Mag, and we were looking down the columns going, and he's going, Dream, I don't know, Dream Foundation, nah. Dream Substance, nah. Dream Freak, oh, yeah, I quite like that. What do you think? Yeah, I quite like that. That's Dream Frequency. That's how it was born.
You got the correct frequency, right?
Yeah.
Were there any other labels that you have sent some of your demo tapes, or it was just straight ahead to Nick and Excel?
To be honest, it was straight ahead with Nick. I can't think him. That's a good. I don't think anybody's ever asked me that question. Actually, well done. That's the first question that I've never been asked. Yeah, it was just Nick. It was. I literally, whether the universe was aligning, and I was just like lucky, and he just. I couldn't believe that he'd actually phoned me back, and he said, "Yeah, I've got your tape. Yeah, it's all right. Just keep sending me him." So he was the first guy, and I really liked it, you know.
And then we go to the first single, the first release 30 years back then exactly. It was an ode to Blackburn Rave Nights, right? That Live the Dream.
Yeah.
Was it the first Dream Frequency tune ever written?
Yeah, not ever written, but ever signed. So I'd sent Nick maybe 5, 6, maybe 7 tracks, and I remember being at work, and I had to sneak off from the job in the payphone, just like looking around. Right, where's the boss? Right, quick! Yeah, is Nick there? Has he listened to my track? And he goes, yeah, I really like it. And then he asked me the weirdest question, right? So he said to me then, so what do you want me to do with this record? And I was like, sign it. And he went, yeah, I'll sign it. So I put the phone down and I was like, yes, I've got a record deal. So yeah, it wasn't the first record, but it was the first record that he thought was good. So yeah.
Your first contact really and team up with Debbie Sharp. Do you remember the early Dream Frequency days alongside her, all this stuff, you know?
Yeah. So for quite a while, we were doing a lot of performances without any singer. You know what I mean? So like, obviously the first record didn't have a vocalist on. And then I did this track with a girl called Denise Johnson, who went on to sing for Primal Scream, and she was amazing. So there's a song called Love, Peace and Harmony, which was quite a mellow track.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, just to mention that Denise Johnson has passed away some months ago.
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
Yeah, I meant to ask you if you can give some words about her as well.
Listen, mate, so... You know, like I met Denise way back in sort of 1991. She came recommended, so we used her on the track. And I remember the day she came into the studio and I wrote this track. And me and the engineer, because by that time I was using an external studio to record my vocals. And he just stood there next to me, and we were both like that with the mouths open going. And she just sang it through twice, and that was it. And he just said, Ian, she's the best singer I've ever had in the studio, and she was amazing. So then we did that, but then obviously she went off, did her own stuff with Primal Scream. She was mainly in, I think she was more into the rock, indie sort of band side of things. So I haven't spoken to her for ages, and then I heard the sad news that she died, which is like, you know, I mean, it really brings things home, doesn't it? So yeah, what a singer. She's gonna be a sad loss, really, to be honest.
Spread it
So what about your music partner, Debbie Sharp?
Oh, Debbie.
Oh,
oh, seriously. I wish you could meet Debbie. I wish you could meet her because I was only on about her the other day. She's just got this, you know, some people walk into a room and they've just got that magnetism where people just they can command a room, but not in any sort of diva way. Just like they just love her. And so I was after a singer after Denise, and somebody had said, "Oh, this singer's just performed at the club," which was kind of quite local to me. Her name's Debbie Sharp. Do you want to? I've got a number if you want. So I rang her up, and this American girl gets on her. "Hello, it's Debbie Sharp," and all that. And we just got on, and she drove all the way up from Ipswich. So in England, that's equivalent to about 250 miles. I don't know what it is in kilometres, but it's 250 miles. About 350, 400 kilometres. So she drove up, sang on these tracks, and I remember, you know, I'd left British Aerospace then, I'd got a record deal, and she sang on about 4 tracks, and Nick didn't like them. He didn't not like Debbie's voice, he just didn't like the tracks, and I was just going, oh shit, oh no. And the money's going because I'm spending a studio. So then some of what she sang, the outtakes, I went back and I thought, right, start again with the mix, right? So I got rid of some of the lyrics, and she sang "You Make Me Feel So Real" as an ad-lib, just as a little that I told her to sing that, and then I did "Feel So Real," and that became the hook of that track. And then "Take Me to the Top," similar. I did one version, he didn't really like it, and then I did another one, and then then he liked those 2 tracks, and then we finished the album, and then it was, yeah, the rest was finished really. But yeah, Debbie, and then Debbie became part of Dream Frequency, and like she's kind of semi-retired now because, you know, she's in America, she's looking after her mum who's just sadly departed, and I still speak to her on the phone. I still ring her up every, you know, month or 2, and it's crazy. Oh man, it's so funny, right? You're on the FaceTime. I don't know if you've ever seen Eddie Murphy film, Nutty Professor.
It's my favorite.
Right. So you know right. Debbie won't mind me saying this, but you know the family in the Nutty Professor? That's exactly what it's like speaking to them.
Okay, gotcha.
In the background, there's like, "Hey, what you doing?" There's shit going on. I'm crying.
Special greets to Debbie Sharp. Big ups.
Yeah.
You gotta say, public.
Big Mama. I call her Big Mama.
And I want to welcome on vocals from America, Debbie Sharp. Let's hear some noise! We're gonna rock! Come on, everybody, let me hear you make some noise! Let me hear you make some noise! Here we go! Come on, let me hear some noise! Come on! Yes! Wicked! We want to see you reach out for the sky! Are we ready? Oh yeah! You make me feel so real! Wicked! You make me feel so real! You make me feel so real! Reach for the sky! You make me feel so real!
So I suppose the story behind those two classic UK charters, Feel So Real and Take Me, was kind of a quick thing to you, right? You had that inspiration and...
Yeah, I mean, at the time, I do remember doing them at the time, and you know, sometimes and I hate saying it as a career, but at that point, I was absolutely living the rave life, you know, going out clubbing. I'd done 3 or 4 years that, and I was on point with the music, I was on point with the production, and just, you know, when you just feel like everything's just... You're in the zone. That's what I'm trying to say. And with them 2 tracks, I remember doing them and then thinking, I mean, I didn't know what was going to happen with them, but I just remember that you just know when something's pretty good, and then you feel it in your gut. And I just thought that them 2 were pretty good. And also, we've been doing the PAs all around. We've been building up a reputation of that as well with the live show and everything. So yeah, it was a quick thing though. It probably took me about 3 days to make each one, probably something like that. Whoa. Yeah, pretty fast.
Incredible. So fast forward to present time, and this summer's campaign you've set with your second personal Dream Frequency album, following the 92 One Nation.
Yeah.
Are you proud of the whole effort, the response from the fans?
Do you know what? I could not be happier about everything, you know what I mean? I mean, when I sat down, well, why I started to do it, this is the reason, right? So I'd done all that with Dream Frequency, and all the way up to the 30 years, I'm doing lots of other music, but I kind of looked at Dream Frequency as it's kind of in the past. We do the PAs, they want to hear the big tunes, that's it, you know what I mean? I couldn't really think of doing any more new Dream Frequency tracks. And then I remember sitting in the studio, and I've been making some tech house, and I make all sorts of stuff, you know. And I was complaining to somebody, like saying, oh, it's just really hard. It's really hard to get big records going and, you know, get them signed and all the rest of it. And the guy I was working with just went, Ian, why are you bothering doing that? You'll be doing Dream Frequency till you finish this earth. And then I thought, it's 30 years. So then I thought, right, I'm going to do an album. Sod it, I'm going to do an album.
Ian, sorry to interrupt you. We got to say in public, who was this guy? Who was this golden guy who told you that, and you proceed to the new album? We got to inform the crowd listening at the moment.
Yeah. So it's a guy that I was helping produce his tracks. It's a guy called Mark Pickup, really nice guy. And he was making like these disco tracks. And he's the one that, and I've thanked him for saying this, because sometimes, I don't know if there's an expression in your country where you can't see the wood for the trees. It's like, it's in front of you, but you can't see it.
We got the same, yeah, we got the same.
Similar, yeah. So I just thought, what a dickhead. You know what I mean? And he said, you've got all this following. And I didn't realise until I started making the tracks how many people enjoyed Dream Frequency was still out there, and you know, and it was really humbling, and the whole experience of, you know, reigniting people's memories of nights, tracks. But I'll tell you what though, the first few tracks that I made, it was a bit like, oh man, it was like, oh, how do I beat Take Me? How do I beat Feel So Real? It was like, but then you have to just get your head down and just go, right. But then I found this, and obviously Debbie had gone back to the States a long time, and then I found this singer. So this is the Mark Pickup, the guy, same link, right? He brought this singer into my studio to do a kind of disco track. And I sat there, and I've had many singers in my studio, and I just listened to her, and I'm thinking inside my head, she's incredible. This girl is absolutely incredible. I need her on the Dream Frequency. So I spoke to Mark and I said, listen, I know that you've used her. Would you mind if I used her? And he said, Ian, no problem. I've already said it to her. You should work with Ian. So then we did one track, then we did 2, 3, 4, 5, and she's on about 6 tracks. But
now you must be referring to the singer behind Glory Days, I suppose.
Yeah, Sherie. So it's Sherie Hartill, yeah. But she, I'll tell you what, she's
wonderful track.
Yeah, she's a really, really good vocalist. And you know, I've got to say a big thanks to her and everybody who helped me collaborate, because especially to Sherie, and there's another singer, 𝘱𝐸𝐬𝐷𝐿 on one as well, and you know, they were the icing on the cake. I couldn't have done the album without them. You know, we needed the powerful vocals.
People are have sent me messages asking why a big name like Dream Frequency has decided to make a campaign, to launch a campaign instead of signing on any label.
Right. So basically, there's a friend of mine. He said, have you thought about doing a Kickstarter? Because to fund the actual physical CD, an album, is thousands of pounds, right? So you can do that, but with the Kickstarter, it's absolutely no risk. Because obviously, I don't know if anybody knows this, but it's pretty apparent. Actual sales in music is really, really low. You know what I mean? It's real. So you make your money from production, from doing the gigs, the PAs, all that. And we wanted to bring it out on vinyl and CD. And then I knew that DJ Seduction had done a Kickstarter, and a friend of mine said, listen, why don't you do a Kickstarter? And that's how it came about. So, I mean, I'm not a millionaire. I'm not flush. You know what I mean? I think people sometimes think when you do music, you're absolutely loaded, but it's just like any other job. You know what I mean? It's a lifestyle. Unless you're Beyonce, you do it for the love, and if you make a living out of it, brilliant. So that's the reason why we basically, we couldn't afford to sort of press, you know, 1,000 vinyl or whatever. So that way, with the Kickstarter, you can buy it. If we don't make the target, it's a win-win. We don't lose anything, but the fans don't lose anything. So, and to be honest, it's one of the best things because it kind of brought everybody on board for the same goal.
You control everything, yeah. The last interview I got on this show was with Leroy Thornhill, ex-Prodigy, and Leroy has released 2 albums during this year, and they are all self-releases through his Bandcamp page. He avoids labels and all this stuff. He wants to control everything on his own. And I see a kind of a new direction from artists in this high range, let's say, like yourself or Leroy, Seduction, as you mentioned, Ultrasonic, you know, people who gathered and make stuff on their own A-side of the labels and all this stuff. The power also that Bandcamp provides.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's hard, but so when you see that in your hand and it's physical, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's just, I don't know, there's just something, and you've got the control as well. Like with labels, I think, unless you're a massive label like Sony or BMG or whatever, I always thought that the fun went out of it with dealing with record labels, you know. And like with Leroy, I totally understand why you want to self-fund it, because then you can put out what you want to put out, really.
You know how it works because you used also to run many labels from back in the day.
Yeah, so I still do. You know, like with things like Spotify, you know, you're getting, I don't know what it is, 0.000 something a stream. It's just crazy. So I don't, you know, it is what it is. But I think what the Kickstarter thing has opened my eyes to is the fact that the people who follow you really want something they can grab hold of. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of people said, I'm going to buy the vinyl and the CD, and we're giving them a digital download as well. And they said, a lot of people said, we're not even going to play the vinyl, we just want to put it on the wall and frame it. And so I think people are longing for something they can keep and cherish, you know what I mean? A book or something. And now it feels, because we've done it that way, it feels like it's not just in the ether, it's not just on the internet, we've got something there. So that's the reason we did it. It was down to bringing it out in the best way we could, in the old school way, really.
Some friends of mine have also sent me messages about what are the plans for those who have missed you know, the campaign, the whole thing, and they want to buy, let's say, some copies of the album. Yeah. Are you gonna unleash it digitally or?
Yeah. So basically, I mean, I've actually posted this on Facebook because everybody's asking me, like, you know, some people missed the Kickstarter, which I understand. We might have a limited few left, possibly, but I can't think it. But then in the new year, I'm going to be releasing some singles off the album and the album itself. So I'm going to be doing remixes of like Glory Days. So there'll be some singles, and when I listen to the album back, there's probably about, I mean, in my humble opinion, I think there's probably about 6 or 7 that could actually be, you know, singles, even the drum and bass kind of tracks as well. And then also, me and Maloka have been working together from Ultrasonic, and we're doing a bit of a joint album as well. So, they'll be able to buy it, but I'm just letting the Kickstarter people enjoy it first, and then in January, then we'll start putting it online to iTunes and all that.
So the album was a work of 12 months.
Yeah.
Something like that. You got already done the formula of rejuvenation with Cy Freiter.
Yeah.
It was already done.
Yeah, and I was doing a lot of tracks for a guy called K69, and a lot of his tracks I've produced. Well, I've produced all his tracks, and they do have that rave element, but a little bit more modern. So really, the blueprints for the album I was doing without even thinking about it. I thought, wow, yeah, that's how it's happened, really.
So actually, your passion led everything to be easier than ever expected, right? You had that passion, you had that force.
Absolutely. I mean, and a really good friend, like one of my best friends, a guy called _𝘱𝑳𝑳𝑚. He's like a big DJ and he's a proper old school guy. Really, you get on with Rob, he's so funny. But he said, the advice he said, listen, when you make this album, this is his quote was, it's got to be rave on steroids. It's got to be like big, like just, you know. So yeah, that's what I set out to do. Just maybe make tracks that you listen to and go, that's definitely Dream Frequency, vocals, big piano, ravey bits, and then maybe make some that, oh right, that's maybe different. So it's a proper album. But as I started writing them, I got up to about 20 tracks, and I was really like prolific, and I thought,
mate, you should have done 30 because of your 30, you know, 10 more for the masses.
Yeah, I never thought of that. Well, I had to, at 20, I thought I better stop because it was just, so I thought, well, I'll just stop for now. But yeah, I think I definitely, I don't know if I'd do another Kickstarter because it's a lot of work, maybe, but I definitely would do another album and definitely write some more Dream Frequency things even after this, you know, so.
Yeah, thank you for sharing it with us. And I'd like to know, what are your favorite tracks from this album? I'm really curious to learn about it.
Right. Out of all the tracks, what are my favorites? Let me have a look.
It's a variety of styles album, you know, people loving it already. You have made one of the best promotions of this album during this 2-3 month campaign. It's incredible. You know, the previews, your live PAs, your sets.
Oh, thank you.
Even the artwork that Cy done it, you know, it's incredible. It's very attractive.
No, honestly, it's. I like, you know, we like working with people who we like, you know, organic sort of working with people who you get on with in the scene and all that. But yeah, so of all the tracks, one of the tracks I really like, bizarrely, which is quite a slow one. Look at me, I'm having to remember my own tracks here.
And he's got to keep looking at his album.
Yeah.
You gotta say, yeah. For the listeners, yeah.
So I'm reminding myself of who I am, what is my band name? Yeah, he's. I quite like the track. I like the track with Tamika Jackson, "The Life Keeps Moving," because it was the first track I wrote for the album, and it wasn't massively Dream Frequency as in big pianos, but there's a string drop, there's a string breakdown in it. There's honestly, it's like I feel it's one of the best string breakdowns I've ever done because it makes you want to cry. You know, one of them real, and her voice, everything. So I really like that. I really like. There's so many. I was doing a bit of doing the half-hour mix for you today, and I've not listened to them for a few weeks. And oh crikey.
moving. Life, you can't change the world. Life can be good. Life, it can be bad. It can be bad. Just be who you wanna be. 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 Life. Life is just gonna keep moving, moving on. Let the rhythm move. Let the groove move.
collaboration with Ultrasonic. Can you speak about it?
Oh, mate, yeah, that is just so funny, just so funny. So me and Mal, with the same sense of humour, and yeah, he's just so crazy. I've never seen a guy, right? He's just 1 minute he's performing, like 1 minute he's just yeah. Next minute he's jumping up and down. He's on the DJ thing. He's like, it's crazy, but he's so much energy, you know. And it was so much fun. So, like I was saying, me and Mal are actually working on another album called Ultra Frequency, and we've already got about 9 tracks. And
whoa!
And I'm not joking, right? I know I'm exclusive for you here. Well, I'm not joking. This album that I've done, I think is good, but the ones with Ultrasonic as well. Oh,
this
wow.
in the lands.
Oh,
definitely.
Man. So what we like doing is just going quiet for a little bit and then just go boom. Have that.
The answer to the lockdown, I suppose, eh?
Exactly. Yeah.
Talking about Ultrasonic, you know, I'd mentioned your deep love, your unique relationship with the Scottish crowd. You played on the recent street rave, that live stream, a unique set as ever. Can you tell me which is the greatest Dream Frequency PA of all the time? A side, of course, from the Japan one, that 𝐴𝐵𝐺𝐻.
That's really...
Because I was thinking that you will refer to the Japanese one.
I know. I think I wouldn't say the Japanese was the best.
You wouldn't say that?
No. Well, let me rephrase this. I wouldn't say it was the best, as in maybe the best gig, but it was the gig that made your mouth go frick. You know, this is like Bon Jovi. This is like what the, you know, crazy. But there's been some amazing. So I couldn't just pick one, but some of the Scottish gigs at the Metro, Resurrection, some of these old ones. I remember one in it sounds really jet set. This, we did one in Australia on New Year's Eve in '93. It's just amazing. That was just absolutely amazing. All the ones at Arc in Yorkshire, in Leeds, the Orbit, but the Scottish ones are special. The Scottish ones, even now, you know what it is, right? I've sussed it out. What it is. The main difference between the Scottish crowd and a lot of other ones. The Scottish crowd, they go out to party. That is it, right? Maybe in my area, they go out to party, they go out to rave. But then they might go, I think he should have played that record instead of that record. You know, a little bit of criticism. The Scottish, they're just like, here we fucking go. Honestly, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, and if I ask you which was the most crucial, let's say, year of the Dream Frequency history?
92, without a doubt, 92. You know, for all reasons. I think that was the coming together of, you know, from sort of 89, 92. It was always building to that, you know, and then obviously in that year it was like Top of the Pops. We'd had a hit, another hit after that, and then the 93. So 92 was the main critical year. And for me personally, of all the rave years, I think 92 was one of my favourite years. It was you know, like DJ Seduction, SL2, Prodigy. It was before the hardcore went crazy fast. It was more melody. It was just brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. If I had a time machine, that'd be the year I'd go back to, 92.
Good to hear it, because here on Kniteforce Radio we love hardcore, we love 92. You have made countless remixes over the years, you know, for several great names, such as Prince or Queen. Which is your proudest remix, let's say, and who has actually achieved giving the best takeover on a Dream Frequency track?
I mean, to be able to say you've done a Prince remix or I remember, I know as Dancing Divas, this isn't with Dream Frequency, but I don't know if a lot of your listeners know that I was like one half of Dancing Divas as well.
Yeah,
that's where we did a lot of the remixes. So the Queen one, obviously Freddie Mercury had just kind of died the last year. And the guy I was working with on the Dancing Divas, you know, we got the little DAT tape with his vocals on, and we listened, and you could hear him singing, you could hear the guitars and all that, and I'm just going, oh, Freddie Mercury, oh! And Nick the guy I was working, he was totally, and come on, we got to do this remix. You know, he was just like, he wasn't bothered. So that was quite mental. I mean, just recently, this is a crazy story. So just recently, you know, like going back to Nick Halkes, the guy who signed me. So talk about things going full circle. So he signs Dream Frequency, Prodigy, We're still friends. We've always been friends. And now I'm helping him produce some of the disco stuff and his Nick Reach Up brand. And we've just recently done a Kylie remix, Kylie Minogue. So that's pretty mental, just being able to say, well, yeah, we've done that, you know, so...
A brand new album.
Yeah, so we've done it's the Nick Reach Up remix of Magic.
Nice. Good to hear that, nice one.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know what to answer the question. Probably, I wouldn't say it was the best remix we did, but the Queen one was quite a big one. As for people, I don't think anybody's really done a Dream Frequency mix, or... I mean, I remember doing the Dancing Divas mix of I Love You Baby, and yeah, probably made that guy millions, and we only got a little fee for it. I wish somebody would do that for me, man. I do, but spoil them.
And what is the best remix on the Dream Frequency track?
I like the first two. I like the Take Me, the new remixes that we've done on the album with my mate Rob Tessera, 𝐃_�69, because I think we kept it true to the original, but just kind of updated it without changing it too much. So
nice one. Is there any unreleased stuff? There must be some unreleased stuff from you.
Well, you know what, mate? There is unreleased stuff, and I have actually mastered them and then forgot all about it because of the album. So you've actually reminded me. I'm gonna write it on my list. That's how old school I am. That is, I work to lists. Yeah, maybe I come with a little Christmas bonus or something and just say, you know what, guys, there you go. I don't know. It deserves to come out.
Now let's move to a special gift of tonight's show to you. There's fans from around the globe talking and sharing their love for your tracks and your music, your history and legacy, of course. Some stuff to celebrate your 30 golden years, mate. Shall we proceed hearing it and your comments after it?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, just thanks to everybody for supporting us for all this.
Okay.
Man.
Dear Ian, I'm Lotzi, your trooper from Hungary here. 40 seconds is too little to tell you what Dream Frequency means to me. What can I say to you, legend, as a thank you for the last 30 years, and I'm being ready for the next 30. Thank you for being part of the DF adventure. Salute and respect.
Hi, this is 𝐃𝐫𝐳𝐬𝐢 of Curly Cuts Records. Dream Frequency to me absolutely sum up that euphoric early 90s rave sound. I was first introduced to Take Me through a Stu Allen tape, and it hit me straight away. The pianos, the vocals, and Feels So Real was another one. Absolutely rushy, just makes your spine tingle like when you hear the tunes. And Dream Frequency, yeah, absolutely top producer.
Hi you guys, it's Mark here from Ford Call Recordings. I hope you're both well. Just wanted to say thank you Ian for yours, Debbie and Denise's contributions to the scene back in the early 90s. Tracks like Rock You, Paradise, Take Me kind of cut the teeth on those when I was a lot younger than I am now. And also looking forward to your Dream Frequency Kickstarter project, which I backed, and I look forward to receiving that in due course, mate. Okay, lads, take it steady and stay safe. Yeah, all the best. Bye.
Hi guys, this is DJ Jimmy from Tenerife, and I would like to praise the great job that Dream Frequency has done for so many years, and at the same time helping to spread the rave style all around the world. Best wishes.
Hey gang. This is Damon from Vitality. I'm here in the US, so I've never been able to see Dream Frequency perform live before, at least not yet. But here's a little story for you. Way back 100 years ago, I think it must have been 1995, I had found a couple of the Dream Frequency releases, and I really liked them and wanted to know what else there was. Of course, this was before email and the internet, so the only way to find out was to send a letter to the address on one of the CDs. So I sent a letter, and sometime later Ian himself wrote back. he asked me to send some kind of prepaid international postage coupon. I remember not really knowing what he was talking about, but I got some at the post office and sent him over. And sometime after that, a package arrived in the mail with the entire Dream Frequency catalog. The One Nation album, all the CD singles in 12 inches, all signed by Ian. How awesome. I've loved the tracks over all the years, so I'm super excited that there's new music on the way. Congratulations on the new album, Ian. Can't wait to hear it.
Hi, here is DJ 𝘱𝘳𝘀 from Germany. I'm a very big fan since many years of the Dream Frequency stuff. Their stuff was fantastic in the past, and it's really great that Dream Frequency does release new stuff in its original style again. Big up and kind regards from Mannheim, Germany.
Hi, this is Tarek. I write for the Life Support Machine blog. Dream Frequency was one of the big kind of vocal rave acts that I grew up listening to as a 13-year-old back in 1992, along with 𝘧𝘶𝐭𝐿 and others. Favourite song, Take Me to the Top. Congratulations on a new album.
Hi, this is Dan, Bright Lights. So pleased to hear that you're interviewing Dream Frequency, and they were definitely a huge influence of me. I was slightly too young for the rave scene at the time, but I remember as a sort of school kid at the time, we could get hold of flyers and we could get hold of cassette tapes of raves, and 91, 92, the biggest tune for me from Dream Frequency was Feel So Real. My friend actually had a recording of Dream Frequency and live at a rave, and it was I think it was a full set of theirs, but it had, I remember at the beginning it had, they started off with Feel So Real, and even though we couldn't get to the rave, the reaction of the crowd on that tape was so intense, it just completely raised the roof.
Hi there, this is Ray Trace, and for me there is no track in the entire history of rave which could ever hope to match the ecstatic euphoria of Dream Frequency's 1992 classic, Take Me.
Yo, DJ Robo Rob here, giving the utmost respect to the Dream Frequency, one of the greatest rave bands in history of the scene. One of the first records I ever purchased was Take Me, and it absolutely did take me and the rest of us to rave heaven. What a fantastic record. Utmost respect. I wish you all the best in what you're going to do for the future. Great to see you come back with some production, keeping hardcore and rave alive. Also, thank you to you, Mr. GLOWKiD, for giving me this opportunity to wish this great band all the best. Peace, love and respect. Thank you.
Mr. Ian Blunt, the stage is yours.
Oh my God! I thought I was going to cry then.
You almost cried.
Oh my word! Honestly, right? Honestly, thanks so much for sorting that out. That has made my night, man. It's made my year. Like I said at the beginning, you know, and I genuinely mean this. I've always said this: when you make music, if it touches somebody's heart, or makes the night, or it's the soundtrack or something, and somebody comes up to you, you don't understand what that feeling means, because you're sharing a connection then, you know what I mean? And for them guys to take the trouble to do that, and all the fans out there, all the people who supported us for you, I absolutely thank you from my heart. You know, me, Debbie, and everybody associated with Dream Freaks. Hey mate, that's wicked. I'm loving that. That's crazy. I thought I was going to cry.
As I said, the full show is totally dedicated to you and your 30 years, you know. We should not forget people like you, down to earth, a humble, great musician, Ian Blunt. So off for the last question to close tonight's show before entering your guest mix.
Yep.
We're running the second decade of zeros, a pandemic that put the world into trouble. Would we ever be reborn again? What is your personal perspective? If there's any hope, if there's any chance to see the light of a new summer of love, the future of music in combination with these feelings we got at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's that much, you know, we were chatting before the interview about it, and the world is spinning like there's craziness going on, you know, the conspiracies, elections, pandemic. But you know, without getting all hippie, I just think the human spirit is just deep within us. And you know, like if I'm giving any advice to anybody who's suffering out there, you know, mentally or missing the music, missing going out, you know, just be grateful for what you've got now. You've got 2 arms, 2 legs, you can listen to music, you can go out, and we shall be back. Nothing lasts forever, and the pandemic will not last forever. And it's in the human spirit. It's, as we said before, dream frequency, DNA, music, rave, whatever you're into. It's, you know, so I think we'll, you know, there's a message of hope for everybody. You just gotta sit tight, be grateful for what you've got, deal with the cards you've got, and focus on all your family, friends, look after each other. That's all you can do, and we'll come through it.
Nice one, sir. This is the last message of hope by the man like Ian Blunt. Dream Frequency 30 years anniversary tonight on Generation X of the show. Let's roll now with your special guest mix. I would like to thank you in advance for it. Yeah,
no problem. Listen, absolutely been a pleasure to speak to you. Big luck with the show and everything. Keep going. Honestly, I'm so thankful for you for have us on. I'm buzzing that you had us, and to do that with the guys at the end, that was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Nice one, Ian.
Nice one, man. Big respect.
On your marks now, Dream Frequency on the mixed duties.
Oi, oi! This is Ian from Dream Frequency, the original Ravers.
Frequency.
Why snack whack feels like Prozac? Just come to my place, let me diagnose that. Move that, yeah, I prove that. Hey, you go there, don't lose that. Why snack whack feels like Prozac? Just come to my place, let me diagnose that. In the air for the man like Dream Frequency. Who feels the devotion? Roll on! Can you feel? Can you feel? Can you feel? Can you feel? Can you feel devotion? Jump!
are listening to Ian Blunt, Dream Frequency exclusive guest mix on Generation X the show, Kniteforce Radio.
I know I've never felt like this before.
house for the first time in history. Ultrasonic and dream frequency.
What a tune!
Won't you come with me? so Pay close attention. Pay close attention.
Kniteforce Radio.
This is Eamon from Liquid. You are listening to the one and only GLOWKiD.
Hey, how you doing, people? This is Leroy Thornhill, and you're listening to GLOWKiD on Generation X Radio Show. Keep it locked.
Let's go. Radio. All we hear is Radio Kniteforce. Radio Kniteforce. Radio Kniteforce. All we hear is Radio Kniteforce. Radio Kniteforce. Radio was new. Radio. Someone still loves you.
Hello there, this is Debbie Sharp, and I'm tucked away in the mountains, in Cherokee Mountains in North Carolina, taking a little break. So I'm coming to you in my natural form. Anyway, but yeah, Ian Bland and Dream Frequency. I met Ian in, I think it was 1991. He'd heard a track that I did for someone else, and I used to do a lot of session work, and called me up. And that was it. You know, we started working together, and he liked what I did, you know. So, and we got along great. He's a fantastic person. We've been everywhere. You know, I'd done a bit of traveling before, but once hitting with Dream Frequency, it was crazy. We were everywhere. Australia, Japan, 8 months pregnant. I was gonna miss that trip to Japan for nothing. You hear me? But yeah, so love being on the road, love traveling, and but more importantly, we just got along really well as a family. You know, the dancers and everything, Joanne, Josephine, and Laura, and all. We just had a wonderful time on the road. We had a wonderful time performing. That energy, if I could bottle it, it's just awesome, you know. And for me, being the older person in the group. Before a gig, I'm having a nap, sleeping, resting, whatever, and as soon as that music starts, that's it. It's on. Because you gotta move, you gotta dance, anyway. But that's a bit about Ian Bland and our on the road with Dream Frequency and everything. 30 years, can you believe that? 30 years, and he still looks like Peter Pan. But yeah, just loving everything about the new album. I wish I could have been over there to do some more stuff, but however, you know, the oldies, the goodies, and forever immortalized on that. Yeah, it's just nice. I wish him all the best. Love him dearly. Hopefully I'll see you guys in 2021. You never know, you know, get through all of this. I'd like to come back over there for a while. Peace, peace. Love you.
Big love back at you, Debbie. So this was Debbie Sharp. Hats off. Some words from her exclusively for Gen X Show. And you know what, guys? Words are poor. Really poor for a down-to-earth music personality. Enough respect to the high-energy Dan, Ian Bland, Dream Frequency 30 years anniversary celebrated with a brand new album. And more to follow, of course, as you've already heard him saying. Stay tuned and subscribe on his website, www.dreamfrequencyuk.com, facebook.com/dreamfrequencyuk. Thanks a lot to each and everyone tuned in tonight from around the globe. Shouts out to all my chattering mad crew, all silent listeners, all hardcore crew. Shouts out to UK, Greece, Japan, Poland, Serbia, Bolivia, Sweden, US, Latvia, Russia, Ukraine, Canada, Spain, Australia, Finland, Germany, Hungary, Brazil, Netherlands, Iceland, Switzerland. Each and everyone, all nations, I mean it, guys. Thanks to all guest contributors, Tarek, Sistek, Lachi, Damon, DJ Jimmy, Juk, Mark, Ray, Robo, and Dan Bright Lights. What else? My best wishes for the last 30 days of this year. Don't forget to visit my website, glowkidmusic.blogspot.com, for a roundup of 2020 releases, Hall of Fame mixes on the Strictly New School blog, presenting best of the best tracks of the year, and catch you up in the new year with more passion, optimism, and love. Remember, guys, united we stand. Stay safe, stay sane, and try to take everything to the top.
Only your loving takes me up to the top, making me move my feet, making my body rock. Only your loving takes me up to the top, making me move my feet, making my body rock. Making me move my feet, making me move my feet, making me move my feet, body rock. Making me move my feet, making me move my feet, making me move my feet. Take me to the top.
Τώρα είναι ασφαλές να κλείσετε τον υπολογιστή σας.
Generation X. Generation X.
www.Kniteforce.com